Uh, what's happening? Shit. Ugh. Hold on a second. Okay, so. I'm very, very pleased with my results and how they're going. Um, where y'all at? That's all that's going to jump on right now? Huh? That's it? Is everybody at the beach? Alright, so I told you I'm going to start out every video. Well, not start out, but show you in every video different shots of me. So, front, side, and back. See that? The back creases is almost gone. I hardly don't feel them, actually. A couple more days, they might be non-existent. Okay? My body measurements today. Day 4. Okay? I went from 217 pounds even yesterday to 214.8 pounds. And I was 21.3% body fat. And today I am 19% body fat. Now, some of you might say, that's a big jump in body fat. It is. Could be just the device. Okay. This device is what you would call fairly accurate. Okay. Like I told you, a lot of personal trainers use them in gyms. They'll just have people to type your stats in and have you hold them. I don't know really how exact they are, but this is what I use, okay? And I usually take several readings just so you guys know. By the way, though, but you can see, the abs are, you see it, you know what I mean? Like, I know you guys can see the difference from yesterday and today. If you go watch yesterday and you go watch today, there's a slight difference. Something's going on. I am rapidly losing a certain amount of mass, whether it's still more water, maybe it's, it's still some fat. Yesterday was the first time, and it was after I did the video. So that's why I'm telling you now that I had a bowel movement. So after I removed that sludge, or creature, whatever it was, I think could only be recognized in the Bloodborne strategy guide. So I'm sure it's one of the enemies there. I'm sure it is. But anyway, and a few of you were like, oh, he wasn't dancing in the beginning of his videos. I don't have to dance in the beginning of my videos. Oh, it must have been the fast that took the energy out of him. Actually, it wasn't. I just calmer, because I do a lot of this when I wake up, and usually when I wake up, I'm not a morning person, so first few days I was just excited to do it, and these last 2 days I've just been like, it's routine, and but another thing that could be affecting it is the fact that my sleep has been off for the past 2 days. So last night and the night before, I told you that fasting can speeds up your metabolism, and you have more adrenaline. You're stimulated. Your mind, the more clear your mind gets too, you start to get stimulated, and you can't sleep. You end up having a lot of energy. And if you read up on fasting, you'll find this will happen. Look at different videos on YouTube about fasting. This guy I was watching named Dr. Fung that one of y'all recommended to me, and he was actually talking about that too. And he says, he'll have some patients that are like, yeah, I can't sleep. And he said, well, don't. Just listen to your body. If you want to watch TV, if you want to read a book, if you want to do this, clean the house, whatever. Just do something and you will eventually go to sleep. But yeah, that does happen. And I forgot to mention it. That does happen. Like, you'll end up needing less hours of sleep. Like, I'm usually an 8-hour person, but whenever anything is good, whenever I'm eating good, whenever all things are really good, a lot of times I'm a 6-hour person. Now, I went to bed today, like yesterday, I went to bed, like the day before, I went to bed around 2 or 3. Now, a little after 3, almost 4. And today I didn't go to bed until around, I think around 5. I couldn't fucking sleep. I couldn't sleep. And I tried to go to sleep last night. Like a lot of y'all know, I stopped live streaming or making video. I forgot what I was. Oh yeah, I was watching Attack on Titan. I stopped because I was getting tired, and I was about to go to bed. And then when I got in bed, I was watching something, and then I wasn't tired no more. And I was like, I thought I was gonna go to sleep. I ended up staying up all fucking night, tossing and turning and trying to go to sleep. I couldn't. So it's just something that comes with the territory. But as you guys can see, things are changing, so it's working. And I take several measurements with this. So, take it with a grain of salt. I know body fat is coming down. I always put the lowest reading that I get, to tell you the truth. So I always take several readings. And, so today's the lowest reading was 19. The highest was 21.1, which is still lower than what the other ones are. So, at any rate, the body fat is coming down. But I like to take the lowest one because it makes me feel better. And you know what's funny? I was watching this guy's video last night about these body fat reading machines where people go to the hospital. You have to go to these clinics or hospitals and get them done. And it was a bunch of different guys, like Conor McGregor got it done, and a bunch of different bodybuilders and fitness competitors. No, I think all the rest were fitness competitors. And they were all getting their body fat done, and the readings were coming up like off. Like it was like, wait a minute. How the fuck is he 7%? This dude's coming in at 10, and he looks vastly more dry and shredded and grainy. Get the fuck out of here. Like, this video was it was kind of really informative on how these work. So, you're going to get a roundabout whenever you measure your body fat, okay? A roundabout. But like I said, makes me happier to take the lowest number, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, weighing myself, I usually weigh myself a few times too, because, sometimes scales can be off. But I've noticed whenever I weigh myself, they keep coming up the same. Like, I haven't had a reading that was off with my scale. It never comes in different. Like, I'll weigh myself 2 to 3 times as soon as I get up in the morning, and it's always the same. But with the body fat thing, it's all over the place. But it's always lower than it was the day before. You get what I'm saying? So if I was 25% yesterday in my reading that I took several times, which was the lowest reading, I might take a reading today that is 25% again. It might be 24.8. It might be 24.1. It might be 24.5. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Alright, well, fuck it. Let's take the lowest one. Maybe you got it right that time. Fuck it. But my point is that I'm looking better every day. You know what I mean? So I can see the change. I know you guys can see the change. So I'm happy with the results so far. And let's keep going. By the way, one of my friends has been watching my videos and decided to run right next to me doing this, okay? And keep in mind that I'm a fairly experienced faster. I'm not an expert because I haven't been doing it since childhood or for religious things, and I'm not used to it, used to it. At one point I literally was doing it once a week, every week. I was, so I was doing good then. But anyway, um, and they failed last night, or they broke. I don't want to say that they failed. They broke last night, and they ended up eating. It was funny because they texted me. They're like, ended up eating some avocado on toast. Like, what the fuck are you, pregnant or something? Avocado on toast. First of all, I've never tasted avocado in my life. They look like they nasty to me. But on toast? Now, I have had some Dorito chips that were like some guacamole with avocado, and it tasted good. So maybe avocado does taste good. One day I'll have to taste avocado. But my point is, they broke. The reason why they broke is because, first off, they saw that their family went grocery shopping and brought home avocados, which was one of their favorite foods. And second was that they were stressed out. They were stressed out. They were really angry about something that happened that day. Just so you know, a lot of people break over stress. A lot of people break over stress. Over the past few days, I've been kind of just I've been reading about fasting and looking at different videos and just kind of seeing if there's anything different, new information. And a lot of people break because of stress, whether it's traveling, whether it's something bad that happened. And that's why I usually, I started it when I was finishing up doing things with my mortgage. Because I told y'all, I was like, man, that's just, getting on my fucking nerves. And I was like, I might not get as many videos because I'm irritated and, stuff like that. So, that's why I decided to do it near the end. I only had a couple more things to do for the mortgage, and that's why I decided to start it. Because I knew if I got pissed off, most people, when they're angry, eat for comfort, and they don't even realize it. Some people are like, nah, man, I watch TV. Well, wait a minute. I did grab them bowl of chips, too. That bag of peanuts when I was watching. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people, food is your comfort. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. And I tortured myself last night because there's the strongest man in the world apparently right now. He's got a few videos. He's got a channel. I don't know what his name is, but I saw it was like a full day of eating with him, and he was eating 10,000 calories. I know a lot of y'all have probably seen this. Man, he was killing me. As soon as I started watching him, my mouth started watering. Yeah, I was like, when he was cooking the food and everything, I was like, oh, Lord. I was like, I don't know if I could get through it, but I got through it. And so I pat myself on the back for that, for being able to actually get through that without breaking, because he was eating spaghetti and ground beef and, oh, man, noodles, and he had, what else he had? He had some Italian food, like some pasta, sausage at one point. He had, I'm getting hungry right now, he had eggs. He had Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is literally one of my favorite foods, breakfast cereals of all time. And I told y'all I'm all about organic food and eating. And when there's actually an organic version out now that I had that's pretty fucking damn close. Yeah, and there's a few other things he was eating. I was like, oh, this motherfucker is killing me. But, be sure not to torture yourself. It's very hard when you don't live alone, or if you do live with someone, if they're not doing it with you. If you're trying to fast and your wife is in the kitchen killing it with some of her favorite dishes that you like, you might break, man. It's not easy, so it's really, like I used to tell my girl when I was with her a few years ago, I used to tell her, listen, I'm fasting. So I used to fast more than she did. I'm fasting. Don't ask me to go out. please don't invite me to no or do you have any dinners coming up? Because she always wanted to go to all these different fucking functions. You know, such and such is having a party. Such and such is having a dinner party this week. Oh, Lord. So I would have to kind of plan my fasts around these events. Because a lot of these people could throw down, and I really did like going and getting their cooking. So I would make sure I would do my fasts around that. You know, I would adapt. But now it's just me. You know, the only thing I have coming up is Memorial Day. And Memorial Day, I usually hang out with my childhood friends up in my hometown, Beverly. So that's coming up. I got to figure out how I'm going to beat that. Now, like I said, I've been pretty good. And I appreciate it. Keep sending me good vibes that I'm going to make it through this. And with the help of this fast, I'm going to achieve my ultimate form. But I need y'all to help me. You know, so because when I go up there, I got my Puerto Rican family. Come on, you already know what it is. Any Puerto Ricans watching, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my weakness is the rice and beans and the pork, you know, the pork, man. So I'm going to have to somehow get past that. And then I got literally, some other friends that live right across the street, because I always visit both of them when I'm there. They always have a barbecue. Regular old American barbecue, you know, hot dogs, hamburgers type of shit. And, you know, I've worked with them before, and I always hang out with them. And it's just like, Jesus. So I got to really be strong that day or just not show the fuck up. Because I don't want to break, you know. If it ain't time to break, I don't want to break. I might have to leave early. I might have to do something. I might just have to say hello and say my goodbyes. I don't know what I'm going to do. So, I've been good. You know what? I have broken in ways to where I didn't break my fast. But, okay, so I've done shit like, oh, by the way, if you ever break and you're like, fucked up. I'm angry at myself. Don't be mad at yourself. Just, look, it's not the easiest thing in the world. It's one of the hardest things for a person to do mentally and physically. Don't beat yourself up. There's people out there that didn't even start. That want to try to fast, but they don't even start. You got to day 2. Congratulations. Seriously, this shit's not easy. If you want to, jump right back on the horse. You fucked up. You ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, you fucked up. Get back on the horse the next day. You ate that sandwich. Don't eat again until the next day. Start your fast over. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? I've broken before and kept going. I just haven't told y'all about it because my personal life. You know, sometimes I'm just fasting and doing things and I'm like, damn, I fucking broke again. You know what I mean? So it happens. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? What the fuck was I going to say? Well, what was I talking about before I was talking about breaking? Before I was saying, don't beat yourself up. Oh, so I've broken like this before. I went somewhere, and I remember they gave me a hot dog and a hamburger, and I was fasting. They asked me, did I want anything? I was like, nah, I'm good. So, when I left, though, they kept asking me, did I want some food? And I finally took a plate of a hamburger and a hot dog. And I'll never forget this. I'll tell you about the first time I broke, too, during one. But I didn't really break, you know, because I'll tell you what I did. So, I'm actually eating this hamburger, right? Cheeseburger. Felt like a drug addict getting a taste again after being clean for years. I was chewing, I was like, God. If someone offered me a woman at that point, I wouldn't even want her. No, I'll get that later. You know what I did? I spit it out. I literally chewed that. I literally ate that hamburger, chewed it up, right into a napkin. So it wasn't nothing but a bundle of mush when I was done. So I didn't swallow nothing. That's what she said. I didn't swallow nothing, but I had kind of a satisfaction, a satiation from being able to just chew it. Okay? And it's something that you guys should know. And I'm not telling you guys to break like this, because one of y'all might fuck up and swallow. Okay? That's what he said. But one of y'all might fuck up and swallow, and then you broke your fast. You fucked up, you know? But, God damn it. What was I going to say? Yeah. Well, I'm not telling you to do it. Yeah. Don't do it. Yeah. So, the first time I ever broke was when I used to work for ADT, and I did the fast. And they had that bet going on. And what happened is they used to get pizza every Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night they would get pizza. It was called our call night. And we'd make all these different phone calls to customers and stuff like that. Yeah. When everybody left, and everybody knew I was on fast, when everybody left, there's always still some pizza left. I went in there, and I went into the bathroom, and I ate this slice of pizza. And I was just like, into the toilet. Into the toilet. And it actually kind of helped. And you know what's funny? You know, when I think about, there's a lot of females out there that have the whole binging and purging issue. I just gave y'all a solution to that, you know. Or to anybody on a real strict diet like bodybuilders and shit, and you're losing it, just chew it up and spit it out. It'll make you feel a little bit better, trust me. And you'll be tempted to swallow it, trust me, you will. But, that's what he said. But, just don't. Just have the willpower not to go to that point, you know. I think anybody that, I have major respect for anyone that can fast like it's nothing. To all bodybuilders, anybody in the fitness industry that struggles with a healthy diet because they're getting away from an addicting bad diet. I respect everybody that can do that because it's so hard. Foods are so addicting, man. So addicting. Everybody's got their vice. Some people it's cocaine. Some people it's weed. Some people it's popping pills. It's fucking Oxycontins. Some people it's porn. Some people it's food. And it can be all types of food. It could be brownies, cakes, cookies. Whatever it is, you've got your weakness. You know. And I was having, I was daydreaming about, because I told you, well actually, before I started the fast, I kind of started a watermelon diet again, which is so healthy for you. So it makes you look so good. Because remember, I told you before, I did 5 weeks of it. Gray hairs disappeared, hair grew back in certain areas where I was thinning. I was just like, wow, and my skin was great. I was strong. I was light. My mind was clear. I loved it. I started doing it again. And then there was like a week where I was attending different functions where I kind of ate a little bad and did different stuff. And then I went on my fast. And during like 2 nights ago, I was dreaming about slicing open a fresh watermelon, the cool, sweet, juicy. Oh God, I can't. Let me not talk about right now. All right, and all you cornballs that want to make racist jokes. The black guy dreaming about watermelon. Yeah. Joke's old. But last night I had a dream about eating a Kit Kat. I was in a convenience store and I bought a Kit Kat. And in my dream, I remember thinking to myself, motherfucker, did you just eat a Kit Kat? I was like, fuck. I forgot I was fasting. How did I forget? But when I woke up, I was like, shit. That was a throwback to that Dorian Yates story I told you where he was on a strict diet and he dreamt that he went downstairs and he ate a pack of sausages that he knew he had in his freezer. And he felt so guilty about it. But, so that shit happens, man. You start dreaming about food. But then there is a point where you're really good. Like nothing is bothering you and you do not want to eat. Just letting you know, it does get to that point where you don't care anymore. Where you're like, wow, I don't even want to eat. I'm good. I'm not getting hunger pains anymore. Or if they do, they're real slight. Like I had a friend that went on the, because I was water fasting and my ex was doing the master cleanse. And then there was a woman that worked with us that, and she's my friend. I've been trying to get her on for years, but she fucking play around too much. She'll probably never be on the show. But she wanted to do the master cleanse. So she went on it. And she used to drink these big, these big iced coffees from Dunkin' Donuts every day, and she would drink several of them. And I just knew that this cleanse was going to destroy her. And she was like, the first few days, she was talking about how she couldn't even put her face on the pillow, like just laying her head would hurt her face. That's how bad the headaches she was getting from the caffeine withdrawal. And but a few days later, she's like, Tyrone, I don't even want to eat anymore. Like I'm fine. And I got all this energy, this and that. So she's telling me stuff that's similar to a water fast, although it's the master cleanse. Look up the master cleanse. You have to do it with cayenne pepper, freshly squeezed lemon, and organic maple syrup. Freshly squeezed organic lemons and organic maple syrup. And grade B is fine. Grade B is cheaper and it ain't no different. So for the nutritional benefits or whatever. So that's what she did. A lot of people do them, and they can go longer because it tastes like they're they're getting flavor in their mouth. You know what I mean? That's what he said. But that's just how it is. So I've gone for a water fast because water fast is more strict. There's no calories, and sometimes I'll drink like I told you, the organic green tea. You know what I'm saying? But that's no fucking calories. The caffeine is an appetite suppressant, so that helps out. And actually, green tea helps with fat burning. Remember? So, and that was the big rave with green tea. So, yeah. I actually drink it. I usually drink it before I get an appetite. Around times I know I would normally eat, I'll drink it just in case, because I don't want to struggle with any cravings and break. I got some things riding on this fast. There's more than one reason why I'm fasting. I'm trying to get in shape for 2 or 3 specific things I have coming up that you guys don't really know much about. So, it'll be nice surprises to you when I get these done and things come out, so to speak. So yeah. So look at that. So you can kind of see something kind of coming in there. Ain't no striations or major cuts yet. But things are getting better. Y'all. So So I expect to be back to the shredded monster that I once was, but a little lighter. You know what I mean? So let me clean up my damn apartment and get to the gym. Livy Doll will be here today at some point. She hasn't told me when. I'm assuming she'll probably be here around 4 or 5, something like that. So that'll give me time to get to the gym and do some other videos that I wouldn't do with her. You know what I mean? So look for us later. Okie dokie. All right, things are going well. See y'all soon. 10 million subscribers. Woo!